there are really people out here that are okay
Mm-hmm.
and prefer to be a secret.
Okay.
But once you shine light on it, it's like, no, I don't want that no more. Well, wait a minute. I'm too deep. We've been married 19 years. I'm too far in the game to be out here cheating. If I like something, I'm gonna tell my wife I like something. And she gonna do the same way. So I think that when you value what you have because you've invested in it, because you want if Richie didn't want to be there, if Richie didn't like Barbara and he was out with the fellas, not out with the fellas, but if he was out with the fellas because my old lady's at home and I really don't want to be there and I'm trying to escape home, then he's already a sitting duck.
Oh yeah.
But if Richie is out with the fellas and he's pouring into Barbara and Barbara is pouring into him, scratch your back, I scratch my back. Then sunshine is not something that is, I can't live without it. I got sunshine at home.
Well,
but if darkness is at home, because you're not talking about what you want, the other person is not talking, y'all are not having open and honest conversation about how high you want to swing from the chandeliers, how you want it, what kinks, what fetishes, what your fantasy is, then you meet somebody who's offering that. It seems like the best thing since sliced bread, but have you had open and honest conversation at home? There's a psalmist that decreed and declared these lyrics, and it said this is cheaper.
Okay.
So if you're not investing in what you've got at home, if you have not had open and honest conversation about what you like, why you like what you like, how often you need what you like, how all of those things.
You can have wealth in every area of your life, including your sexuality. I'm just saying. The same way you have financial literacy, you can have sexual literacy. They have quizzes. They have, tons of things. If you really want to find out what's on the inside of you, and if you are willing to be honest, you can find out. It's just a journey that you need to take.
So, anything you want to add?
There's a lot that I could add.
Come on, add one more. Come on, we got time.
But I just feel like
let me say this. Okay,
we should keep it.
Why you thinking of that? Now, this is. I want y'all to for real hear this. This is like my heart for real. Like all jokes aside, and in the middle. I made a post the other day about men loving vagina, but hating women.
Okay, well.
And I said it with
Those are the kind of men that just want to get on top or behind a woman and bust a nut and don't care if she have an orgasm. Something is wrong with you, my friend. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Go off.
Pleasure is supposed to be mutual. It is not supposed to be one-sided, okay?
Yeah. So I made the post because I had posted something else in reference to supporting women and the marginalizing, etc. The quote that I shared was, so you mean to tell me that a woman is good enough to carry the Messiah, but not good enough to preach the gospel? A black man whom I have met before jumps in my inbox and says something crazy off the wall in reference to women and his disrespect and his lack of support for women. Basically, he said that God didn't have a choice, and that's why he used the woman. So I asked him, we had dialogue.
It's just so many things that immediately trigger me with what you just said. Because now you saying that God is so little that the only thing that he could use to get your crazy behind here is a woman's uterus.
And you got
because the God I serve is infinite. Have you ever looked up in the sky at night? Because I know you didn't put them stars up there. Okay.
So I make the post in reference to that about there are men among us, unfortunately, that love vagina but hate women. Now, I met in person, or not met in person, I ran into a couple of people and some people inboxed me that mostly were appreciative, but the ones that are adults that have had children, either birthed them or helped conceive them, expressed to me that they're shocked by what I said. Now, this is my point. I'm going to cut you loose. If the word vagina makes you feel uncomfortable male or female, then we cannot have open and honest conversation about human sexuality if the word vagina makes you clutch your pearls. Now, I know I pastored for 15 years. I can't tell you how many people who grew up in holiness that.
Well, let me just say this. Vagina is a medical term. Penis is a medical term. My children were only taught vagina and penis because what we not going to be around here doing is giving it a whole bunch of nicknames. Because number one, it increases their risk to be sexually abused. Number one, education. Let me just educate you here real quick for a second. Because what is wrong with people? You have a vagina or a penis. That's a real term. Why is that offensive? And people be wondering why their sexuality is dry and you can't even say vagina and you got one between your legs. Help me out. Help me out.
Want one. So this is why
I just don't get it. People be like, you said vagina. I did, and I have one.
Now
I have a vulva, I have a clitoris.
And you need to know where those,
because they're not all the same.
All right. And what they do.
Oh, come on.
Okay, anyway.
And can I just say this while we on here? Just, I'm really trying to be good, y'all, I promise. Woo! Sexuality, though, for real, we are so undereducated in it. And I hate that it has to be such a secret, such a taboo topic, because everybody is participating in their own version of it. Whether it is masturbation, penetration, toy play, we all doing something, but we want to act like we not. It be the people that's the nastiest that would be like, when you say vagina or penis, what?
Now let us check your internet history if it really makes you.
Let us check your body count. Let us check how many people you have reproduced with that are not the same. Let us check. There are so many things that we can check. So while we over here acting like we bougie, high and mighty, holier than thou, we can check your receipts because they speak for themselves.
So watch this. Okay, to add to your point.
God did not erase all of that. You saying I love the Lord did not erase your desire, your taste, your wants. What?
I know it didn't erase mine. I
asked
God thrice in my teenage years.
Okay. Since he brought it up, let me go and speak to that. What is wrong with church people asking God to take away their sexual desire as if God did not create you with those nerve endings in that area to produce pleasure? Do you think God is fickle or crazy? No, he is not. You are fickle and crazy. God gave you those things for pleasure. Not abuse, but for pleasure.
What purpose?
For pleasure.
Now, okay.
The bottom of the man's penis, that area is for pleasure. A woman's clitoris, that is for pleasure. Oh my
God. What's it for?
Pleasure.
That being.
Pleasure P.
What's the P stand for?
I'm not even going there with you.
So, now,
seriously.
Now the insinuation in some religious circles is that sexuality and those body parts are only for procreation. Now, don't you start. I'm just telling you, that is, in some circles, the implication. The problem is that when you get married.
Can I say how deep pleasure is embedded in us, right? So there is a group of people that want to minimize a woman's ability to have pleasure and say all she's supposed to do is reproduce and spit kids out. Do you know some women have orgasms during childbirth? During childbirth. You can have an orgasm while you sleep. A man can ejaculate in his sleep to get a release because he is trying to ignore his natural needs.
All right. How many years in nursing?
Over 15.
All right, come on. We talking about master nurse. So the reason why I think that what you're saying is so important and that it needs to be talked about, especially in environments where it's not being discussed, is situations like Richie and Sunshine. There was, let's just play with this and let's just say that there was no open, honest conversation in his marriage about desire.
And it can go both ways. He may not have told her what he desires, and she may not have told him.
And I think that a lot of couples suffer because of the lack of honesty, the lack of safety. That okay, let me say it like this. I'm trying to edit.
Just go ahead and say it. Help the folks out tonight. We already said
there are a lot of relationships that if both parties would be honest, that both individuals could get what they wanted and what they needed.
Can you please repeat that? Where your mic? Let me give you a press conference.
I was going to say something. There are several people who we've met.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In our lifetime. Couples.
Amen. Couples and singles. Come on.
Were struggling
with their sexuality.
Struggled with their sexuality. Mm-hmm. And you said it earlier at the beginning of the episode that if both parties would be open, would be honest, would approach the conversation of sexuality with respect, with dignity, with honesty, without shame and condemnation. They would find out that both of them really want the same thing. That there's no reason to go outside of the relationship to cheat, to lie, to hide. Ooh. That both of us are really wanting or curious about the same thing, but because of lying, because of dishonesty, because of shame, because of don't ask, don't tell, because of what you've been taught, what we've been taught about holiness and the bed and that the relationship is up for destruction.
Okay, I like it.
By simply somebody sitting at the bar staring too long. Now this is a couple of years ago. I was at Walmart. We had just left church.
Yeah.
And I had on a quarter zip. And I was clean now. And a woman who was not attracted to me, not built like I like them, passed by me and said, you look nice. She wasn't inappropriate. That was it was about over 5 years ago. For some reason, whatever she was putting out and wherever I was at the time, I have never forgot that compliment. And I have had hundreds of compliments since then.
Yeah.
But when somebody, I believe Sunshine. Now, Sunshine was working with some extra.
And I think she touched something that he didn't think could be touched, especially by that type of person, because he said normally colored women are not my thing.
So what's important for you and your partner to talk about what you desire, what you're uncomfortable, secrets, fantasies, because you could meet a Sunshine this weekend. You could become Sunshine. Oh, God. Choose. Oh, God. And it is not worth it to tear your relationship up because somebody scratched something that you didn't know was open.
Now, I got one last.
Come on.
One last. All right. Give myself the extra mic. Ooh, you know how I make this up. Yeah. Get my mics together, y'all. Get my mics together. That's what they say. Okay, listen. If you are not going to be honest with yourself about your sexuality, about your wants and your desires, if you have never taken the time to find out what brings you pleasure, please stop blaming your partner because they are not your issue. And I'm just going to drop the mic.
We don't have to worry about that one break.
Exactly.
Will you say it one more time?
I will.
Somebody in the back, behind the neighborhood back.
Yes. If you don't know what you want or desire, if you have not taken the time to find out what you want or desire, please, ma'am, please, sir, stop blaming your partner. They are not your problem. You are your own problem. Listen, it's time out for people.
What's the time out
it
for?
Is.
Y'all is sick of
Listen, no, seriously. We really got to stop being like so small in our thoughts that we would like to blame a whole exterior person for what is off on the inside of us. That is crazy to me. It is not your job to tell me what brings me pleasure.
All right.
It is my job.
You direct traffic.
To say, you know what, I really love when you do A, B, C.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it is your job to say, I really like it when you.
And if they don't know, you can show them if you know your ropes.
Well,
this is no, you don't handle it like this, baby. You handle it like this. You don't handle it.
And if you don't know, that's not the end of the world either. But be honest about it. This is an area that I could, use some development in. This is an area where I would like to explore more in. All of those things are okay if you are really building a relationship, because it should be a safe space.
It should be what?
It should be a safe space.
Okay, we gotta stop here. I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna do
asked,
my own mic drop. No, that's good. I love it. All of that. We need to do a private. Now, listen.